Good morning, class 10th. Children, today we will be studying measurement of transpiration. Now, what does it mean? We know that water is lost in the form of vapors through transpiration through the aerial parts of the plant, right? But we are never able to see the vapors. Obviously, virtually we can't see how many vapors have been lost. In that case, if ever we have to measure how much of water is lost through transpiration, we need to follow some we need to follow some method. Here the first method is, this is the heading weighing method. So by the name only we come to understand that we are going to weigh the plant, right here. But how? You can see that I have drawn a weighing machine here, and there is a space where you can keep a potted plant, right? But what are the requisitions for this potted plant? You have to take a potted plant, right? But what you have to do is you have to cover up the soil. That means cover the pot, but let the shoot be remaining exposed to the atmosphere. And what is the purpose of covering the pot? Because you don't want the soil water to be lost in the form of evaporation. Otherwise, your results may vary. So just cover the pot so that you are preventing the soil water to be lost in the form of vapors. Evaporation you have ruled out, and now only the shoot is exposed. Weigh the pot initially and keep it in the sun for some time, and then weigh it finally. So it's basically the subtraction of the weight, initial minus final, or you may say final minus initial. It's like, suppose you have weighed the pot for 1 kg initially, and when you keep it in sun and again you reweigh it, at that time it is coming out to be 800 grams. So straight away you would say that okay, 200 grams of water has been lost, right children? So this is simply a weighing method. You can make this method more accurate, because here we can say approximately this much transpiration must have occurred, but this one the method B is coming out to be more refined, more sophisticated, because what we have taken here is a bell jar. Now this is a bell jar, and there's a cork at the top, right? You must be wondering how the plant is fixed here. So we cut the cork into two, right? We put half of the cork here, then we fix the plant in the pattern that is visible on the screen, and then we insert the remaining portion of the cork, right children? The bell jar is filled with water, and then you see that this bell jar is connected to a graduated tube. Graduated means here the measurements are marked. This tube is also filled with water. So we already know that suppose this tube is having 50 ml of water, right? Keep the setup in the sun. Since you have put the cork here, no point of evaporation of the water which is present in the bell jar. The water which could be lost only is through the leaves, right? So initially, here initial minus final is not the concept. You know that already how much water you have taken. Keep the setup in sun for some time, and just see, after some time you will see that the level of water in this graduated tube would be decreasing. Why? Because since it is connected to the bell jar and you know that the roots are absorbing this water, and whatever space is created here, this space will cause a kind of suction, and this suction will take the water from the tube. So whatever level is reduced in this bell jar, in this graduated tube, is the water lost through transpiration, because whatever is lost is absorbed at the bottom approximately, because we know that once the root absorb water, some of the water is used by the leaves for its own metabolic processes too, but still it is very negligible. So maximum water is actually lost through transpiration only. So this is how you measure the water loss. And the third one, let me tell you, this one is more important with respect to figure based questions, right children? And the same diagram you have done in absorption by roots too, and I told you there also that this diagram causes confusion. You have to look for whether this twig is having roots or it is not having roots, right? As of now it is not having roots, but when you see in absorption by roots chapter, the figure has a plantlet containing roots. Right, children? So you must understand, if it is with root, the process demonstrated is absorption by roots. If the twig doesn't have roots at the bottom, then you would say the process is demonstrating transpiration. Right, children? This is the first thing you need to understand. Now you see that again we have put some oil at the top of the water. Now you will be understanding very easily why the oil is placed, because we don't want any evaporative loss of water from the sides, right? We only want the water loss through this twig. And since it is a freshly cut leafy shoot, so the cells would be alive and they will be having a suction force so that the water starts moving up. This is the phenomena behind when you see that sometimes people tend to bring bouquet to your place. You keep the flower in water, right? And they remain fresh for some time. They remain fresh for a time till the cells of the stem remain alive, because the moment they are alive, they will be performing upward conduction. Right, children? So in that case, the leafy shoot you have taken should be fresh enough, right? You know already that the water is here. You can do two things. You can weigh this test tube. You put it in a beaker, right, and weigh it, and then keep it in sun for some time, then reweigh it. This is one method. Or another thing is, you can take a test tube that already has measurements here. So again you say that okay, 50 ml of water was there in the test tube, and since we kept it in sun, after some time the water level reduced to 25 ml. So 25 ml water is lost through transpiration. This is how you can measure how much water is lost through transpiration. Right, children? Further, we will be moving in the next video.